You know Ayurveda? It's a path. It's where you can use everything that is available around you as a medicine. Each plant and herb has its own medicinal value. So he has given a contribution even to the medicine. He gave a subject to consciousness. He gave yoga for one to develop their consciousness. He gave the Ayurveda Samhita to keep one's physical body in a healthy condition. He was so advanced. In the last chapters of Ayurveda Samhita, he even talks about transplanting the organs. He was so advanced. Now surgically, nowadays we are transplanting some organs, but he was already mentioning those ideas in his Ayurveda Samhita. He was looking into the future already. He was so highly advanced. Not only this, he has given contribution to literature. He was a man of letters. He has given Vyakarana Shastraha, which is how to write the poems. He wrote about poetics, how you need to compare, what should be the meter of the poem. See, a man who is all over the place. If you say science, he is giving contribution to science, and if he is literature, he is giving something for literature. So for this reason, we consider him a genius. That is why we call him the Maharishi. Whatever he touches, he understands it completely. That is what is the nature of a Maharishi. He knows everything, the known. So for this, we consider Maharishi Patanjali as the father of yoga. So if you want to know anything about yoga, you should always refer the Yoga Sutra. Then you cannot be fooled by the others. If somebody says, we are going to have a workshop on chocolate yoga, you will say, what you are talking about? Especially in America, whatever it reaches there, it takes a new form. They'll have chocolate yoga, beer yoga, or surfing yoga, everything they use. Yoga. Then you will say, you are simply making money. Using the word yoga, you are selling products. So you are good in marketing, but you are simply diluting the path itself. So you are listening all the philosophical aspects of yoga. It is your duty now to share this information with the person you know. Tell them that Maharishi Patanjali is the father of yoga. When I was conducting workshop in Shanghai, I simply asked, who is the father of yoga? They didn't even think. They said, Bikram is the father of yoga. Because that is the person they know. So that should not have this misconception. Then you are really knowing nothing about yoga. You are simply following the crowd, the mob. If you want to be an individual, you have to have the depth in the subject, understanding of it. So Maharishi Patanjali is the father of yoga. So that is why this verse goes that I recite, Yogena chittasya padena vacham. Through the subject of yoga, you help me to cleanse my consciousness. Padena vacha, through the grammar, you cleansed my speech. Malam sharirasya cha yog vaidyakena. Through the subject of Ayurveda, you help me to be physically fit. You gave me the health. To this great saint, I prostrate myself. When I start practicing yoga, I have to remember all these rishis or the yogis. Only for them it is possible for us to experience it. If you come to the path of yoga, you will also have the danger of developing a different kind of ego. It is called as spiritual ego. I practice yoga for 10 years. I meditate for 20 years. I am vegetarian, I never eat meat. All these things they say. They are so egoistic. They are also the teachers, but they are so ego. They are showing ego everywhere. They are never humble. And why? Because they think that yoga is from them. That is not right. This is why the prayer is very important in any spiritual practice, to stay humble. It never belonged to me. I am not the author. I am simply using the gift that Patanjali is giving to me. Abahu Purushakaram Shanka Chakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirasam Sushvetam. You are a man, your wisdom can be compared. The wisdom that you can gather out of 10,000 heads, put it together, that is your wisdom. I no more see you as a person. You are divine to me. Pranamami Patanjalim. I need your blessing to continue my spiritual journey. And remember, always help me to drop my ego. That is the practice of yoga. It is not to enhance or strengthen the ego. Every day you have to weaken it. Pranamami Patanjali, I prostrate. This is a beautiful gesture in the Vedic society. If you find any elderly person or your teachers, you try to prostrate, you try to touch their feet. That is the indication that you are ready to surrender. If a man comes to a guru, I will talk about the different people who are in search of different things.